EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Going to get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. Second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
brings
A
up
lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Miami.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
The 22-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
For Joe Mixon. Incomplete.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
37.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Dolphins 9.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
9. Panthers 2.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To number 17.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Burrow's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Giorgio
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Dolphins now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 11.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The throwaway.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, look to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
With just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site,
and for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Dolphins.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun again to Mixon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Well, that drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now it's Burrow. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down. And
intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. gun now on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You got time. You got time right there. He's crying. 18 corner. Check.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's got some space here. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
DK Metcalf.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go! Check. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hit me up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Defensively, they had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tavecchio set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Panthers 43.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gault.